Captain says we'll be surfacing in 5. Clear on your orders?
We wait for air cover from our boys in the RAF. Once they start their raid, we use the distraction break on the beach. Your team destroys the coastal defenses to the west. I neutralize the defenses here and proceed inland to rendezvous with Blue Viper at the safe house in town.
As quietly as possible. I don't want to come back to the beach and find the place crawling with Germans. If they spot the sub before you blow those guns, me and my team will be stuck here.
I can do quiet.
You'd better. All right, that's our cue. Okay, Fairburn. There are the searchlights. Show me what you can do. We aren't landing with those searchlights up. Take them out.
Won't be a problem. Should scout the shoreline with binoculars. Spot my targets.
Follow them.
So, you gonna take a shot, or you just gonna enjoy the scene?
You want me to take a shot? Whole central nervous system.
One left. Take them down.
What's the zone on? Okay, windage 50. So where do you want me to go? Oh, right here. Oh, my shot is terrible. Wait.
Take out the lights.
I am. I'm hit. Wow. Let's try this again. Slow man. The light is right here. What is the windage? 127 miles. What? 1.27 meters. 127 meters. What is this? What do we call this? Southwest? What is north? Okay, cool. Got it. So let's set my sniper. Range would be probably about 200.
So, you gonna take a shot, or you just gonna enjoy the scenery?
I don't understand the windage on this game. It's not. I know I'm in aim at center mass. Do I have to set my range further? Okay, is this zoom that's times 8? Let's take this one. Okay, well, now. Let's take the zoom up. Take the zoom up. That's times 8. Oh. Okay, game. What do you want me to do, game? It's 127 meters. It's never. I hit the other one. There we go. Finally, right there, center there. Took 80 billion shots. I don't know windage, speed, miles per hour, southwest, longitude, latitude, coordinates. Yet.
I'll get my men ready. You secure the beachhead, and we'll follow when everything's clear.
All right. See you on the other side, Sullivan.
Oh, small battlefield, he got killed already.
Got to secure the beachhead. Make the landing zone safe for the Rangers. Better get to it.
So, only I see you wrong besides one post.
Going to have to go prone to get ahead.
See a map. Look around, interesting, yeah.
Should be able to climb my way up there. Get a good vantage point down on the beach. Can't give away my position. Should take him down quietly.
Und plötzlich explodiert der Himmel. Warum gönnt uns die verdammten Alliierten zur Abwechslung nicht mal eine ruhige Nacht?
He'll be part of a patrol. Should keep to the shadows. Don't want to get caught out.
Don't pacify. I'll kill. Talk to somebody.
Beckendorf hatte die richtige Idee. Geben wir ihnen verdammt nochmal was, worüber sie sauer sein können.
Take that shot safely.
Sie es noch nicht über den Kanal transportiert. Wir müssen weitersuchen.
Officer's likely to have something important on him. Should check the body. Sidearm. Nice and quick. Military papers. Should have a look, see what's going on here. According to this, the SS captured a resistance cell in the town last week. It must be Blue Viper's network.
Nein, die sind ganz schön zäh. Aber er besorgt bestimmt die Informationen, die wir wollen.
Hoffentlich. Es wird kalt. Je eher sie brechen, desto eher sind wir wieder in der Kaserne.
Mach dir keine allzu großen Hoffnungen. Wir müssen noch die Waffen aus ihren Verstecken holen.
Oh, was für ein Tag. Ich freue mich schon auf mein Bier.
Got to secure my contact. Can't just leave them to die if they've been captured.
Was für eine Aussicht. Sowas gibt's in Österreich nicht. Klar, Berge schon, aber kein Meer.
Rifle. Happy trails, Hans.
One, two. Rainport came loose.
Ammo's not gonna last much longer.
Oh, we gotta get in there.
That'll be where they're holding the resistance.
Ah,
Got to get past these Nazis and get inside.
go on in there.
Long grass. It's a better place to hide. Got to get in there before it's too late. Charlie?
That's Something Nazi
Thanks.
officer not going to do.
I just needed a distraction.
Not going to do.
The weather in Ostend is better this
You
time.
never turn your back towards the enemy.
But France has better food. You're my contact. You're the desert ghost. I should have known.
Good to see you, Blue Viper.
Second of all, I'm not so
Yeah,
easy to
Leo
trust. I don't
chose
know
that
who
code
the-
name, not me. But they found us anyway, in
But this
spite of
game
all the
model
codes.
sometimes.
Betrayed?
Maybe. I think so. I can't be sure. They tried to make us talk, and when we wouldn't, my God, they killed the whole town, everyone. All thanks to a bastard named Muller. They split us up. Some of my men might still be alive. Somewhere in this place. We have to...
I'll find him. You're in no shape to fight. Where can we meet?
All right, you win. The safe house is blown. There's a farmhouse just north of the town.
I'll find it.
One more thing. One of my men, Marcel, he hid information in a loose panel under his bed. The key for it was sewn into the hem of his trousers. They may not have found him yet. Look for the house with the yellow brickwork. Ugliest thing in the village. You can't miss it.
Got it.
It is good to see you again.
You too, old friend.
If you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, it is always great, in my opinion,
Not much more to
see
go now.
creators speak out
Target's
their
nearly in sight.
passion about their work or franchises they have worked on in the past, and that is exactly what is happening now. This is a Niche Gamer article. It says a new interview at the Tokyo Game Show 2024 has revealed the Dragon Quest creator Yuji Horii isn't happy with the censorship in the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake, among other changes made to the remake. Now, of course, I've talked about this a couple of times on the channel. Now, there are so many things that do appear, yes, to be little changes, but unfortunately, they have piled up. We, of course, know that they decided to remove the male and female gender options. That didn't sit well with people. Plus, we also know that they are censoring Akira Toriyama's original female warrior design.
Oh no.
Sie haben bestimmt irgendwo was versteckt. Wir haben uns ja nicht mit Mist
Oh
beschäftigt.
no.
Terrible, in my opinion. That's not going to sell any copies of the game. It's really only going to make people decide to not monetarily support them. And a lot of people were initially very excited for this game's release, but there's been a lot of talk and a lot of negativity surrounding it now. But the interview is actually held with the both former Shonen Jump editor-in-chief and the Dragon
Verdammte
Quest
Partisanen. Gebt auf. Ihr habt den Krieg doch schon verloren.
a Japanese outlet to Famicom.
Armory. This will be a good place to check my weapons before hitting the field. Stock up on supplies as well.
With the changes, so it's not just gamers. And what's hilarious about this is that the mainstream media and a lot of the activists within the industry that follow these outlets, they constantly say, oh, it's not that big of a deal if a character has shorts underneath her original outfit, or, you know, they add a lot of, you know, extra fabric around her bust. Like, it's not that big of a problem. But it is a big problem, and even the creator is saying that it's a problem. That means that our criticisms are completely validated. There are so many restrictions for exposed skin, he said when the censorship was brought up. The interviewer, a woman, replied saying, it's fiction. I think that it's fine if you just go into the story and become the main character. And both the interviewer and Horii then questioned why the original costumes were a concern. The interviewer said, it's fiction. It's a fictional experience, so long as it's enjoyable, it's fine, which I totally and completely agree with. I do not walk around every single day wearing a chainmail bikini, carrying a sword and a shield, but if my character does, I think that's great, because at the end of the day, it's fiction. I'm not trying to sit here and play some realistic experience when I'm playing Dragon Quest. I'm not playing, like a Stardew Valley where, I'm farming and I'm taking care of animals and I'm baking. That's not what I'm doing in a game like Dragon Quest. And both types of games should be able to exist, the more realistic ones and the more, fictional ones, the crazy ones with fantasy experiences. I do not think it is a problem for a creator to have characters who expose skin and are in these extreme situations. But there are some people out there who do think it's ridiculous that, oh my god, that female character is showing so much skin. If you have a problem with it, you are the problem. That's just the way that I have to see it. They do talk quite a bit about region regulations, and I always say this, it is a very complicated topic, right? Because there are some regions where you can show a lot of skin on characters, a lot of cleavage. Like in the West, you could show whatever you want. You can show blood and guts and gore, but there are a lot of developers who ultimately decide to not go in that direction, but that is because they usually want a lower age rating. But in places like Australia, for example, they basically do not
So
allow
that gets
games
rid of
to show
mobility.
drug use. They will ban games. They'll force developers to censor them. In Japan, unfortunately, gore is a very big problem. There are a lot of developers who, yes, do want to get lower age ratings for the ESRB or PEGI or CERO because they want to try to sell their games to more people. But even he's saying that that is ridiculous, that this should not be the way the industry works.
No, I ain't doing
He
that.
talks about how compliance is like an all-powerful god. It's something that is used in the name of good, but is actually bad, which I, of course, completely agree with. And he also talks about how difficult it is to sell manga in America and the West because everything has to be categorized by age groups, and doing business with a country like this is such a hassle and absolutely ridiculous. But later in the interview, the controversial change to remove gendered language from the remake was brought up, in which the game removed, of course, male and female pronouns and replaced them with appearance A and appearance B instead. In my opinion, I think this is ridiculous. I know a lot of developers are doing it right now. Hell, even From Software goes for body type A and B. It's something that I cannot get behind. I'm not gonna, sit here and praise, but it's 10 times worse when we're talking about a remake because you are actively censoring content that previously existed. We're not talking about a brand new game coming out and you just happen to go in this direction. When you are doing a remake, you should have it as close to the original as possible, and you can see clear as day that they removed this gendered language to appeal to, quote, global audiences or modern audiences, aka sensitive snowflakes on social media who do not buy games. All you're doing is pushing away potential customers. And they go on to talk about how in Dragon Quest you used to be able to choose between a male and a female protagonist, but now you can't choose between a man and a woman anymore. And then they added, we have to call them type 1 and 2. I truly wonder who is even complaining about this, which I totally agree with.
Can retool my gear at any other workbenches I find. Should keep an eye out. Keep my loadout on point for the job.
They are going to always find something different to complain about. Yeah, you might remove gender language, but then they're going to complain about the outfits. You might change the outfits, then they're going to complain about dialogue, then they're going to change dialogue. Like, it is a slippery slope when it comes to censorship. And of course, this Dragon Quest creator has come out. It's spoken about how he's unhappy with the censorship in the remake. But this isn't even a new sentiment. They just talked in a previous video about how the Final Fantasy character designer Nomura had said video game characters should be attractive, and he is also not happy with the state of the industry. So right now there are a lot of industry veterans coming out and speaking about different things that are going on, and it really all goes back to Square Enix, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. Square Enix is a company that has been chasing the ESG dollars for years at this point. They have a big, internal ethics department. a DEI committee, basically, who enforces censorship and alterations in content, looks over developers' shoulders and tells them what they can and cannot create. And it does seem that, unfortunately, all of these amazing creators are being screwed over by Square Enix. Now, we had just heard recently as well that apparently Square Enix is done with Sweet Babying because their name was taken off the movie partner page on FBI's website. So maybe there is a change in a...
Achtung! Alle Geschütze auf Zielraster H9! Reichweite 380!
Kommandos und Vernichtet! Zurück auf die Stationen! Und wachsam bleiben!
Nazi bastards. That radar tower is still operational. There's the radar. Looks like the air raid didn't take it out. I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way.
How many meters would I judge him? Would I say he's 200 meters? Come on. Thank you. Come on. But when did... Okay. Yeah. Damn, this ain't worthless. About 300 feet now. Right now. That's a good checkpoint. I'll get my shot back very soon.
Das Radar steht noch.
Ist ziemlich schwierig mit einer Bombe zu treffen. Da muss man viel beachten.
Ach, wie schwer kann das schon sein? Guck dir mal an, wie groß das Ding ist. Wie groß ist das?
Du gerade sagst, du könntest nicht mal einen Scheuchtor treffen, wenn der Weg davon abhängen würde.
Unsinn. Schieße wie kein anderer.
Nur weil jemand so schlecht ist wie du, heißt es nicht, dass du wie kein anderer schießt.
zugesetzt. Wir haben nicht nur Masten umgeworfen, sondern die sichere Kommunikation lahmgelegt. Ja, aber die Alliierten können die Signale empfangen. Siehst du das Problem nicht?
About 300 feet out. No. Come on. Shoot me? That is necklace. How do I believe? How do I heal? Okay, how do I use the med kit? I forgot. Yeah, the SP. That's the help will generate time. Cut 7 help or somebody. Oh.
The Nazis have raised the alarm.
Okay, but how do I use it?
This bleeding isn't slowing down. I need to treat it.
My arm.
I'm down. Need some help. Better move it.
We can see you there. I'll take it. Sloppy. First, y'all didn't teach me how to use it. That's fine.
I better go somewhere else.
Alright, time to go. He's low.
This grass could make some useful cover.
You know where I'm at? Alright, I gotta find some cover.
So guys are here. So it's a very noticeable phenomenon on Twitter where people will notice the censorship of overseas products, particularly those from Japan, and they'll say that this censorship is likely the result of companies trying to appeal to an overseas audience. Now, typically when these observations are made, those same observations are opposed by people on Twitter, particularly a lot of people. More often than not, those conspiracy theories turn out to be true. And today we have an example of that with Dragon Quest. So a lot of people have been talking about recent censorship of Dragon Quest, and people were told they were crazy for thinking this was something that was happening. But now we have an interview, including the Dragon Quest creator, who comes out and just outright confirms that these things have been censored. Definitely with an interest in appealing to an overseas market where even the creator seems like they understand this is all ridiculous, and it seems like it's something that's pushed upon their team by someone else. Now, of course, we're dealing with Dragon Quest. A global audience that unfortunately, a lot of Japanese companies have been appealing to for the past couple of years. On top of that, up until very recently, you would see Square Enix listed out was removed from this list. Now it's unclear whether that is a complete disassociation with Sweet Baby or they're just trying to hide their association, at least publicly.
That was fun for a little bit.
We're making their guesses. Now we're talking about